I kept having the same dream, the same house, the same road. Night after night, I was there, standing in front of it, and each time I was holding something in my hands. A photo. But every time I woke up, it was gone. I kept trying to push it away, convince myself it was just a dream, but then things started to change. My gas tank was lower than it should have been, and my shoes had dirt on them. And last night, I woke up knowing exactly where to go. So I drove, and somehow I found it. The house from my dreams. It was real. And outside, half buried in the dirt, was the photo. I picked it up, brushed off the dirt. It was old, black and white, a woman I didn't recognize. But in the background, there was someone else. A man. I didn't think much of it at first, just a man standing there, blurry, his face turned slightly away. I couldn't quite make him out. I brought the photo to the police. I wasn't even sure what I was asking them to do with it, but when one of the detectives saw it, his face changed. Jesus, he muttered, taking the photo from my hands. I remember this case. That's when they told me. The woman in the photo had been murdered decades ago. The case was never solved. So they agreed to check the house. Only when we got there the next day, it was gone. Not abandoned, not burnt down, just gone, like it had never even been there at all. The lot was empty, overgrown, no signs of anything, no house, no evidence, nothing. I stood there staring at the empty space, holding that photo in my hands, and I felt hollow. There would never be justice. I went home that night exhausted. I could barely think straight, but something about that photo just wouldn't leave my mind. Something about the woman, about what she was wearing. It was familiar. I sat down, staring at my father's old chair. My fingers gripped the photo tighter as the thought slowly crept in. The necklace around her neck, the bracelet on her wrist. I knew them because I'd seen them before. Because he had had them. My father. I closed my eyes, but suddenly, flashes. My father coming home late one night, dirt on his hands. A voice, one I barely remembered. Some people just disappear. A drawer in his bedroom I once opened as a child. Inside, a delicate chain and a bracelet tucked away, hidden. The house is gone. The case is unsolved, but now I know. The woman in the photo, she knew my father. And now, so do I. It's then that the air shifts. It's cold and heavy and the lights flicker. I sit frozen, unable to move, unable to breathe, and then, just behind me, soft and clear, a voice. Thank you. My hands go numb. The weight in my chest doesn't lift. She's at peace now. But me? I will never be.